Stephanie Banks.
And Vibe.
For the Lowdown Live. It's our pleasure to be bringing to you a jam-packed show. How are you, Jason?
I'm doing pretty good. I watched our video last week and kind of saw a little bit of this and a little bit of this. So I'm gonna be working out a little bit just to, for season 4. How are you? How was your week?
I'm doing good. You know, it was such a bum rush, I think, last weekend, and I'm so proud that we were able to get something out to our fans and so forth. But it's hard. I don't know if many of you know, but I've recently had a baby, and she is absolutely beautiful. But it's really hard, being a first-time mom, a parent, because it doesn't come with a handbook.
She's a natural.
You are, awake at all hours. You feel like a walking zombie, and you want to get back in the swing of things, but it's hard because you have your child that you have to care for, and you also have your other aspect. And I don't know if some of you have or haven't seen her, but I'm trying to make sure it's pretty good in the camera.
I guarantee we'll superimpose that much bigger.
She's beautiful.
She's precious.
But I just wanted to address, last week we did the show at the house, and it was our first time around versus being in the studio. It just makes it so much easier because we have the baby and everything like that. But I know we had some distractions, but
a little bit of distractions. Thanks for hanging in with us. When we heard it, but thanks for hanging in with us. It's a work in progress. We're, like you see the background. It's nice, right?
And we're live, so all of these things are happening, and we're just like,
and this is all green screen behind us. All this is green screen.
This is all natural.
No, it is natural.
This is actually Miami Beach behind us. It's probably from about 54th on up to about 100th. So it's nice, and it heads into Aventura for those of you who are local.
I just like the orange, the blue melting color thing going on. The horizon.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Miami Beach is gorgeous. If for any of our fans who don't live here, please, you need to come and visit. It's fabulous.
She'll take you out. I'll watch.
Okay, so getting on to, we've had a whole week since everything going on. We just dropped the new episode, which I am so excited about.
The first multi-segmented episode that Stephanie has ever hosted. She planned this thing out meticulously. She scripted her intros, scripted the locations, scripted her outros. They were so there's no way to go around it. The treatment she did for this episode and for the next 2 that are in succession of it, it was so to the T. There was no room for winging it. Like sometimes we've done. It had to be either done the way it was written or not at all. And it came off. I have to admit, I didn't think I could pull such a thing off, and it was an idea she came up with. Fantastic idea. It looks wonderful. How many? I don't know what reaction you got, but people said it looked like watching TV, and that's the best compliment we could have gotten.
It's hard, and I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know, but I started behind the music scenes, working with not only artists but labels and AR representatives, and I did hosting because actually Jason from Talent TV Productions came to me and said, I don't have a host, and I was like, so what do you want from me? I mean, I'll find you somebody. He's like, no, we don't have time. And I'm like, do you know I've been up here since like 5 this morning? I'm like, and it's at the end of the day. So grabbed the mic, did our first hosting job, and just really wanted to be able to bring the locals, people of South Florida, a show that is very homegrown, and highlighting businesses and stuff like that are very, very important. We don't have a lot of mom and pop businesses left, and quote unquote, and it's nice to be able to highlight it. And so I was just so excited because it's hard work. A lot of times we don't necessarily get paid for the things that we do, and this is our time to be able to bring it to you. And we try to create perfection, and you see a vision and you see a dream, and then you sit down with somebody who sees that same vision and dream, and it's just fabulous.
Yeah, I must say that it's been a pleasure working with Stephanie the last 2 years. Vibe Studios and myself, we came on board in the second or third act of season 2, and we've just been pushing it ever since, and very, very proud of what we just produced. It's the potential is there for even greater, and you'll see we're going to be mixing it up.
It's fabulous. We cover a local shop.
Yes.
Fly Guy. He owns an exclusive boutique. We cover Docs A Million, who is a local artist who is really, really covering the map on the South Florida local scene, and I'm
Like
sure
a Doc Special Part 3. We had two previous ones, that's why.
I mean, just fabulous. We met Chef Israel, in the very beginning of the show,
Yes,
who's a chef, on the beach, doing his thing, putting out the recipes, and once again, serving the locals.
It was good food, too.
Fabulous. And tourist as well. Okay, so I mean, for us, we're in Florida. The weather's fabulous. The sun is setting, and it's probably, I'm going to say, 75 degrees?
Right now? No, we're it's dipping into the 60s.
Oh, it's nice.
But I love it. I love it. I'm a New Yorker, okay? So everyone's like, oh my God, we're cold. Let's wear our boots and our scarves. I'm like this, short sleeve, baby. So I'm having a blast right now.
So up north, though, they're still technically in winter because it is very, very cold.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily know. I mean, I know that spring started about a week ago, but I don't know if they're in the motif of it. But, how many of you guys give your kitchens a checkup? And I pulled this article today out of Shape Up, which for those of you, and I just want to pick up the cover because we are going to speak about her on our Lowdown Live section of the show, Beyonce. And this is pre or post baby, I mean, we saw her on the Super Bowl. Fabulous. I mean, I'm just going to go over some things, not necessarily with Beyonce today, but I mean, she's doing her thing. Okay, but give your kitchen a checkup. The sink. Second only to the sponge, the sink is the dirtiest thing in your kitchen. Did you know that?
Yes, actually, I did.
See, I wouldn't have thought that because after I do my dishes, I spray everything down with bleach, and that's it.
Okay, then your kitchen is not the second dirtiest. I mean,
just not right now. My
it's
house
not
is
right
a
now.
mess.
But no, of course. I mean, you see how the sponges get when they sit there after a while, and you're putting with soap, and it just sticks in there. And I don't even want to talk about the way my sponge looks right now. I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you guys. It's dry and misshapen.
Well, Dr. Phillip, from the clinical professor of microbiology at the medical center, recommends cleaning the basin, the faucet, and the handles with 1-shot glass of bleach to a half cup of water. That way you can reduce E. coli and different things like that.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay, second thing in the article, the countertops. Minimize dirt by keeping pets and everyday items like handbags off of them. Oh, I have a tendency. I mean, I'm not one of those women that put my handbag on the floor. There's a Chinese proverb that says if you put your bag on the floor, you're draining your money. You're like, money's on the floor, and I don't want my money on the floor.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, you will never catch me have my purse on the floor.
I'll be watching from now on, doing behind the scenes, and I'll catch it, and we'll be done.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
So wait, besides handbags, remember use cutting boards for meal preparation before and after cooking. The third thing is the fridge. The best way to avoid spoilage and food poisoning is to keep it under 40 degrees. Do you have a thermometer in your fridge? Do you know if your fridge is under 40 degrees?
I have the dial, and I turn it to 6 or 5. That's as much as I know about my refrigerator.
Ay. And last but not least, when you start your whole spring cleaning, when washing dishes, the water has to be very hot, ideally 150 degrees to effectively kill bacteria. Once a month, clean the rubber seal encasing the door of your dishwasher. I don't do that. Do you do that?
I don't think I've ever washed my dishwasher. We'll pause that. We'll get back to that in a minute, but now that I think about it, because I mean, in your dishwasher, you're putting soap in there anyway,
and it's getting to a certain degree temperature,
exactly,
correct?
and it's heat drying. But I guess I've got to step my game up on this domestication thing.
Yeah, it said researchers have found that 62% of dishwashers contain some sort of fungi. Gross.
You know, I haven't had dinner yet. I'm just letting you know that.
So, I mean, I'm going to check up my kitchen. You better check up your kitchen too. And I will actually list these 4 things that were in Shape Up Magazine on Facebook.
Yes.
So you can read up on the article and like I said, check up your kitchen.
That's good points. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this. Yeah, we gotta step our game up. But tell us if you guys do any of these things. Comment below and let us know. I'd love to know if you guys are as ignorant as I am now.
I'm sure. I mean, anywhere you can find. Do you check your icebox? I check my icebox.
Well, what am I checking it for?
Like,
besides ice?
I don't know. Like maybe not mold or anything, but like that slimy stuff.
All I ever check my icebox is when it freezes together. It's one big block of ice. I'll dump it now, but I don't.
I dump it once a month and wash it down. I don't know. Stuff? It's like this pink stuff that sometimes can grow around the blades and.
This show's gonna do wonders for my diet, so I'm having a blast here.
Speaking, we were talking about it earlier about cleaning up the house.
Yes. What about it?
Spring cleaning. Have you started?
No. I don't really do spring cleaning. It's more of a sporadic thing. Like whenever I feel like it. What about you, Steph? You do spring cleaning?
I do. I like spring cleaning and I like autumn cleaning where you pull out like not just normally you clean, you take things off the shelf and you wipe down. Okay. But like I like pulling out the bins. I like going through like all the holiday stuff and clearing out anything that's like broken or not good.
So you go all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do anything close to that.
Well, as a woman, I shop a lot, so I'm always putting things.
So you're looking for space.
Have you ever seen that commercial? She's like, if I buy something, I have to throw something or donate something away. So I don't know if I'm always religious about donating. Well, I don't know if I'm always religious about donating.
Right.
So this way, I figure if I spring clean and I autumn clean, I can get like the beginning part of the year and the end.
So basically, it's just to free up some space for some new purchases.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Well,
you got to make. What does it say? Out with the old and in with the new, baby.
Amen.
Louis Vuitton is coming out for a new. I'm just joking. Too funny, too funny, too funny. Well, I'm so glad that we're back with you guys for this special edition.
Yes.
Definitely towards the end, we're going to go over things that are happening in the area this weekend. The show's going to be dropping Friday, which is tomorrow. We tape the night before on Friday evenings. 4 Fridays, excuse me. And just very excited about the show and the overall.
Very excited. Very excited.
Very cool. Now, I'm sorry. You know what? We kind of got straight into the show and I was so excited to go over things with you. Miss J is actually out on scene. She's been doing Winter Music Conference all week long. I'm sure you've seen pictures and different things like that. I don't know how she made it because I would not have made it. I just wear high heels during the day and my feet hurt. Never mind like 5 nights in a row clubbing and partying and people stepping on your feet.
You guys can't see, but I'm wearing house slippers right now. I got a polo shirt, some jeans, but I'm wearing house slippers. That's how comfortable I have to be these days. But yeah, Miss J, you heard her. She gave me the rundown of what her week's gonna be like. So yeah, she's partying enough for the 3 of us.
I couldn't even keep up with a lot of it. At some point, I was like, oh, okay, that's how a man must feel when a woman is like.
But it's a lot. Yep, but Miss J, she's out there. She's doing it. So like I said, shot for me, Miss J. I know you're watching.
She's done partying. She's in recovery.
She's in recovery.
She's recovery mode.
Okay.
Yeah, recovery mode.
I haven't gotten my text with the picture for the shot for me, Miss J. I know you're watching this, so.
All right, so on to our Lowdown Live section. Bunch of different things that are going on. I picked up OK Magazine, or excuse me, In Touch Magazine, which Britney Spears also picks up. So shout out to Miss Britney Spears. And it has Kim Kardashian on the cover, and it says, I can't stop eating, Kim's 200-pound nightmare. I highly doubt that Kim is facing a 200-pound nightmare, A. And B, when you have the resources like Kim, the chefs and the nutritionalists and, all of these people that probably coordinate everything for the whole entire day, except for if she wants like little snacks or something.
Yeah, but
and trainers, because she's still working out. I mean, I'm sure even if she does gain the 200 pounds, how long will it take for her to take it off?
4.5 months.
At most.
4.5 months.
And so I think this is, I mean, do you really think she can't stop eating?
Question is, does she want to stop eating? It's, because you get cravings, you get relaxed, and hey, you're eating for 2. I mean,
well, I think just from being pregnant,
exactly.
And
you just
and when you want a craving, it's like now. It's so funny. I was just joking with Anthony. We went to the Cheesecake Factory last night, and I remember when being pregnant, I wanted the
pickles and ice cream.
No, the caramelized chicken, and I dip it in their like fresh ranch. And Anthony wouldn't take me, or we went there, and then we had an argument or something about wanting to take it to go, and I wanted to eat it right now. I can feel for her. I was so mad that I didn't get the chicken. I'm telling you, I probably didn't speak to him for the whole night over food from Cheesecake Factory.
Listen, I loved it. I loved it when Stephanie was pregnant, because when she came over to edit, she always brought me a treat. Always something sweet, and I was just like, yeah. So I'm just throwing that out there.
So, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about it. I mean, first off, she's going to bounce right back. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous woman.
Gorgeous.
And I think the most important thing, especially since she did have a scare early on already, is that she produces a healthy, happy baby.
I'm sorry, let's rewind. She had a scare?
Yeah, there was she had to go to the doctors. The doctor told her, because she hadn't stopped, she was still exercising. She was still traveling as much as she was. She was doing all of these appearances, the whole 9. And at the end of the day, that's a lot for anybody.
Well, it's stressful.
But never mind someone who's pregnant and you're tired and all of these other things. So, yeah, they almost thought she had a miscarriage.
I did not know that.
Yes. So, Kim, girl, do your thing and don't even worry about it. I would not stress at all. And, the next thing that I just want to bring up is Liam escapes from Miley. I don't know if you've been listening to this, But I follow it sometimes on Wendy Williams. That's my girl. How you doing? I love Wendy. But you know, something happened when he was at the Grammys, and he was actually spotted kissing another actress, and they were talking about that they were temporarily separated, but that they weren't 100%. And then she came back on her Twitter talking about that they were still together.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying this, and I mean, I'm 28, and I definitely don't want to sound like over the hill, but I think at 21 is early to be engaged. They've only dated, I think, for a year or two. I don't think you've gone out there. Even at 28, I would recommend parents or young women or young men wait until you have children. Not only from the financial aspect, but for the mental aspect.
True.
Because it is a lot of responsibility. And I don't think I could be 16, 17, or 18 and A, have a child, or B, be thinking about marriage. I mean, but that's me. But think about our parents. How old were your parents when they got married?
I don't know.
What?
No, I believe they were, my dad was probably in his 30s, and my mom was in her late 20s.
Oh, all right.
So.
See, that was, I would say, the newer generation.
Yeah.
Because my parents got married, they met very, very early. So this actually is an oxymoron to my comment, because my parents met, they were like 14, 15, got married at 19 and 20. And are still, thank God, 30 years later, married to this day.
I mean, they had, 4 or 5 years of a relationship before they decided.
Correct.
So they made a decision. I made a decision
Correct.
based on love, you know. And luckily, I guess neither of them went through the, oh my God, I'm so young, I gotta run off their face.
So he flew back to Australia, and she stayed in California. And I don't know, you know, even just a lot of times I always say couples that look together stay together.
That look together?
Like, look good together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and when I saw them at the, I don't remember what award show, but she looked gorgeous. Her hair was swept to the side. She looked very old Hollywood. But you look at them here, and they really kind of look like opposite. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, and I'll hold it up to you, and, you know, but...
She's got a blonde tomboyish look going.
Like a very grunge look, and he looks very polished.
Yeah, he's like...
So, you know...
By the way, that the picture that she was holding up, that's the way my body looks, my shirt off. Exactly like that.
let me rewind.
Okay, exactly
Here we
like
go.
that.
Hold on,
just more caramel tan. Yep, just like that, ladies.
Oh, let me grab
I'm single, I'm ready to mingle. 954, don't stop.
I got all this stuff in my hands to read to you guys.
I told you to give me some of it, and I put it in my little pouch thing.
The next story that I want to talk about as a Lowdown Live topic is actually, and I can't believe it, but I saw it coming. I called it like 3 weeks ago, or maybe even 4 weeks ago. Julianne Hough and Ryan Seacrest split up. Look at that. Split up. I called it. I just didn't see them together. First off, let me tell you something. She was on Dancing with the Stars. I didn't know who she was. She broke up with her boyfriend at the time.
To be with him?
I'm not really sure if it was to be with him, but she was still with her boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
When she met Ryan Seacrest. And I always say, if you leave somebody for something, guess what? It's not going to work out. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But no, I felt like she felt like opportunity was in the house, and she decided that's where I was going.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I can see that.
But according to their schedule, and they look really cute. He even took her up to meet his parents for the holidays. Their schedule and different things like that. She had to be one place, he had to be another. He is a hardworking man.
Well, he is.
We're talking American Idol, his own daily talk show.
He has a radio show.
Okay. Always doing little tidbits here and interviews and red carpets. I mean, Ryan Seacrest is on the move.
Yo, he's got to go. I want to be him. He's my idol.
He also hosts the Rockin' New Year's.
Which
the old Dick Clark.
Oh, when?
For New Year's every year.
He does it every year, or he did it this year?
No, he's done it every year. He was actually co-hosting after Dick Clark had the stroke.
Oh, right.
And then he filled his shoes. I mean, he is phenomenal.
No,
So yeah, I mean, they report, and let me just put my glasses on here for 1 second because these words are small. Okay, that Ryan didn't help matters last year when he acted like he was about to propose to Julianne on Idol. I don't think he was personally going to ever propose to her on American Idol. I would have thought that was a more private situation.
Well, yeah, but let's look at this way. Ratings, they would have loved it.
Only to prank the visibility-overwhelmed actress by handing her a note for her Rock of Ages co-star Tom Cruise instead of a ring. Julianne was a good sport, but things went downhill from there. Maybe he has a fear of commitment.
Do we have any other examples of why you would say that?
No, but then here it says she expected a ring for Christmas and didn't get it. She expected a ring for New Year's and didn't get it. She expected a ring for Valentine's Day and she didn't get it either.
How long have they been dating again?
I don't know. I think 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't read all this because we're on camera, but still, I will
Yes.
read all of it. I will post it.
We'll do a voiceover later.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's hard. Do I think that they're a cute couple? But you know.
Yeah, why not? I see it.
I think they're cute, but still. Apparently, See, that's what happened. She left that other boyfriend, and this is what happened.
Well, they were fine. Maybe she was just pushing the marriage thing, and he just wasn't feeling it yet. You know, he's still on the move. He's doing his thing.
I don't know. That's karma.
But he didn't dump her.
No.
It'd be karma if he dumped her, no?
But somehow karmatically,
Maybe
karmatically, somehow, excuse me, karmatically, okay, somehow it didn't resonate and it didn't work out. Because she did him dirty to begin with. I don't even remember the guy's name, but he was kind of country.
Your own guy?
Yeah.
She's a little bit rock and roll. There's a song lyric.
Well, she was in the Rock of Ages.
I was joking. He's I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. So anyway, I'm trying to broaden her horizons. It's not working. I'm embarrassed.
All right, you guys. I'm so sorry. I dropped my phone in the middle of the show, and I end up having my whole calendar and everything that's going on here. And I just want to go over with you guys things that are happening in the Miami South Beach area this weekend. All day on Friday, you can join Venue Cafe Beach. It's going to be free drinks. There's going to be Nicole Shelley models. It's going to start at 8 p.m. under weekly events. All head to Facebook for all of these things. You can also, Allure Rejuvenation, the Beauty and Wellness Contest. 3 women, 6 weeks, totally transformed. It's from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. the Sunday the 21st. Head on over to the Bring Your Sexy Back on Facebook to definitely sign up for that one. If you head on over for Saturday, there's a bunch of things. Oh, we were going to do this, but we ended up not doing it this time around because we have so many things going on, but we are doing one in May. Guess what is going on Saturday?
Is it the mud run thingy?
The American Mud Run, Saturday, March 30th. So anyone, couples, friends, brothers, sisters, anyone that want to have a good time,
video production,
get dirty. I wanted to go. You said no.
We weren't. We're not ready. We're not. We need to train a little bit. We want to at least look good.
We should have used this as like our trial
Our
start.
trials? No.
Yes.
I want to film it. I want it to
They
look
would have
good.
enjoyed it.
They would have enjoyed it.
They would have enjoyed seeing us bust our ass.
Wait, hold on, Miss. I don't want to put any bloopers up. You
That's
would have done it.
embarrassing.
What's embarrassing? You don't think the mud run would have been embarrassing?
You're trying your hardest.
I promise we will do it in. When is the next one? July?
No, we're going in May. End of May. And so, have we started training now, Mister? We need to start training.
Can't you tell?
So yes, if you guys go out, please send us pictures, Facebook us. I definitely want to see all of your mud run pictures and everything else going on. And I'm not even going to mention anything for Sunday because you guys should be home on Sunday. It's Easter, right? Yes.
There are these things right there. I heard this on Y100 where it's an Easter egg hunt where what they do is oh no, this is an adult Easter egg hunt where a group of friends get together and they bring different kinds of beers and they write down on a piece of paper what kind of beer it is. They put it in the eggs, they hide it, and whatever egg you find, you open it, you have to drink all 6 of those beers for that cancer. It's an adult egg hunt.
I don't really like beer.
I don't like beer either, but it's
you'd
only
probably
fun.
be.
I don't drink beer.
Can we say, I don't want to say effed up because there may be some children watching, but you could be, I don't want to say the actual word, but you could be effed up if it was liquor.
Yeah, so you
like
could be
in each
flubbed
of them, flubbed up.
Flubbed up.
Shut the front door.
Hey, listen,
But still.
my kids, I say freak, freaking, that's what I use.
Oh, so wait, let me ask you that question.
Okay.
So you say the non-technical bad words, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. So do they ever be like, freak dad?
No, they don't. They say this to me. I know what you really wanted to say, Dad. That's what they say. I go, shoot! They're like, I know what you're trying to say. Okay?
Do you say bad words in front of your kids?
It happens. It happens to everybody. If you'll slip, I use the term frack sometimes too, but that sounds too weird. I'm a sci-fi buff. I like it.
Okay, so wait, but do the kids ever be like, freak that?
Yeah, but they say it with the same emphasis, like freak. I'm just like, okay, guys. So I just said freak, Dad. So yeah, my boys are 8 and 9, and they're the apple of my eyes. Both of them, like, this is Theo, this is Joey. They're just too smart for their own good.
Thank God they don't watch our show. I hope they don't, because you would completely embarrass them.
They have their own show.
I know.
My Kids Caught on Tape, YouTube, by Rev Kids.
It is so funny. It's
that's
real
as embarrassing
children
it is.
being real.
Yeah, it's being themselves and talking and joking. We took a hiatus. We post a little mini video. Right now I'm editing the New York City special, but they don't want to do it anymore. So it's going to be the season finale. They want to do their painting show and their cooking show. So that's going to be very interesting coming up on Vibrant Kids YouTube channel. Subscribe.
I can't wait.
Yes. Fun. And we're gonna have, we're gonna have Naya pop in. We're gonna green screen her and just have her floating around in the background. I have plans for my Naya.
That's so funny. I do have to say, and I know that every parent probably should boast about their own children, but so many people will stop and say, "Oh, you should put her in." And it's hard because when you're in this side of the business, you don't want your kids to have to endure like the BS side of things. To some extent.
I think that you put them in modeling, they get picked. Then they earn their reality. They'll earn it. It's good.
We'll think about it. She's still only 4.5 months, so I have time.
You should follow Miss Celebrity on Instagram. Is it? No, it's not on. You don't post any pictures of her there anymore. Oh, it's on the other one.
And that's private.
That's private. Okay.
So nobody can log on.
So,
it's hard. I've read up. You should not post things about your children on like Facebook and stuff. And Miss Celebrity in Miami, as much as I love everybody, there's just so many people, and in the society that we live in. Sorry. Okay. I think to randomly post Naya. To everybody's kind of hard, so I do have a private, which is, close private friends and stuff like that. And they also update the pictures of their children. You just don't know what people are going to do nowadays.
With your pictures of your
With
children?
anything.
The way I feel about social media is that if you have something that's private, then you shouldn't be on social media at all. Because no matter how private it is, somebody can if they want to look at it, they'll hack into it.
Do you Foursquare?
Yeah, I Foursquare.
See, I used to Foursquare. Now, do you have people following you that you don't know?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Mr. Jason, Mr. Vibe. If you were under the age of 15, would your mom like people knowing where you're at with people you don't know?
Of course not. But then, of course.
So why does the rules change as adults? It's still a no-no.
Because you're an adult. Because you're an adult. I mean, you guys do know that there's a photo map on Instagram, and every time you take a picture, it'll tell you exactly where you are on a photo map. And if you wanted to, if somebody took a picture of them in their house and photo mapped it, you can zoom in exactly where you are. So people have turned off their photo map.
People got robbed that way. There was a whole thing on Channel 7. Yes, the people were getting robbed because they were saying, "Hey, I'm going out to the restaurant," or "Hey, I'm going to do this."
Oh yeah, that is true.
And then people would go to the house. I don't say it's negative. I think it has many great aspects.
Yes.
But you need to be careful.
But
especially ladies.
But there's nothing that exists in this reality that can't be twisted to be harmful.
No, but if you're slightly off the grid a little bit more than just posting, if you have just friends and family, this shouldn't be a big deal.
Right.
But for anybody that has more than just your average friend,
not necessarily. Friends of friends of friends can look through and they can post through. Unless you have your stuff super tight, you're locked down. You're looking at your privacy settings every week because they change. People they want to get through. They will get through. They want to find you. They'll Google you. They'll do what they need to do to get through to you. I mean, that's just so either you're on it to be on it, or you're off of it. It really is no middle ground. You can try your best. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Comment below.
Yeah, let us know.
Do video responses. Tell us what do you think about this topic when it was social media.
You're gonna have to tell us, but you're gonna also we'll have to let you know more next week because we are already wrapping up the show.
We're wrapping up the show. It's half an hour already.
Like that. Yes, 30 minutes.
But I didn't get to talk about my topic. I didn't have a topic.
We'll be back next week. You guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to The Lowdown Live.